Howdy, howdy, howdy. What is going on? It has been quite some time. Welcome back to Eric Miltowski Art, my YouTube channel that is set dormant for quite some time. Well, I'm back, and we got a lot to discuss, lots to talk about. Got a new art book that's going on. Working on Shadow Sentry number 3. Picked up a part-time job and helping a friend out, and I started a blog. I started blogging because why not? So anyway, let's talk about a few things. The art book I just launched. Do I want to start there? No, let's not start there. Let's start backwards. We're going to start from the back and go to the front. Let's talk about the blog. Let me come over here. Boom, boom, boom. Because this will be, if you guys like, reading. Hopefully you like reading. I do plan to implement some videos into the blog, but for now, I wanted to start with the writing. So go over to my website, ericmiltowskiart.com. It is the hub. It's where you're going to find all of the cool Eric Miltowski stuff. What's going on? What am I working on? New prints, all that good stuff. So yeah, the blog. So up here on the top is kind of all the nice stuff with pictures. So the art book that I launched, that's on there. You can check that out. The new menu, Hopscotch Halloween. This is kind of old stuff, but I like to keep it up there because it's Shadow Sentry stuff. But then you come down here on the right, you got the new prints that I've been working on. These awesome X-Men prints, which are cool. This is the villains. If you guys, been following on any of my print things, you know that I have a huge X-Men panoramic that I did. And so I finally did the opposing side. I did the villain side. So check that out if you want. But yeah, I've got 2 blogs that I've done. The first one was about the toilet. So if you want to, learn how to use the toilet and parenting your children well, check that one out. But the blog is just going to be like anything and everything. Just sharing my vast wisdom. Just whatever comes to mind, I'm gonna share it. From artwork to being a professional. So this one, art focused, but how to be a professional in the art world, and what does it look like when you're being unprofessional. So I've got some fun stories I share, and all that. So check that out. What is a professional and what isn't? And it's probably more than you think. So check that out. That's some good stuff. Fun reads to be sure. So there's that. I have a new one dropping this week. I'm going to talk about just being a dynamic artist, how to add that extra flair. And it's called The Dramatic for the Flair. So a little play on words, if you know a flair for the dramatic, but it's the dramatic for the flair. If you want to add some flair to your artwork, check out that blog coming this week. And then of course, we'll go over here to the art book. So this is a new campaign just launched on Saturday. 5 backers, $3.48. So this one, is a fixed goal. Typically, I'll do flexible funding, which means whatever you raise, you keep and you make the book. But with this one, the book is a little bit more expensive to make. And so I'm only going to do it if I reach the funding goal so I can pay for all the printing, all the shipping, and all that stuff. So this one is a little different. So if you're interested, please check it out. I'm going to try and raise $5,000. And then also I got these fun heroes and villains. I got a coloring book and an inking book. So we'll talk about all that. But first, let's pause for station identification. This is Eric Miltowski Art, YouTube, and I am Eric Miltowski. Welcome. And I will keep an eye on the comments because it's been a while. So hopefully we get some folks in here and I could say hi because it's been a while. Yeah, so I picked up a part-time job with a friend from church. He needed some help with his biz, and it's a good downtime for me as I'm working on Shadow Sentry pages, and I do have some extra free time. So check it out. Here is a page I'm currently working on. This is page 3. Kind of working out of order, but you could see here. Page 3, currently in development and all that good stuff. So I put the link in the description for the sign up for that, because get in on that. Get notified when it goes live. That'll be the next installment in the Shadow Sentry series. So number 3. So I went 1, 2, Origins, and now I'm going back to the regular series. So check that out. Yeah, I've also been posting stuff on X. I've got some other pages done. Did I put them in my book? I think I did. I put them in my book. So check it out. I got a new book. Every new campaign, I get a new portfolio to stick the art in, protect it, keep it nice. So here's page 2. Page 2. Let's see. Page 1. Nice splash page, of course. Go do the splash page. Boom, boom, boom. On the rooftop. About to kick it into high action. It's gonna be awesome. So the page 6 and 7 spread is done too. But yeah, check out my my X feed for pages and stuff. I'm gonna post some more art as well because it's fun to look at art. You guys like to look at art? Let's look at some artwork. So here is the art book. This is the current campaign that I'm doing. 10 years in the making. So back in the day, I started doing conventions probably around 2014. And so at that point, I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to do conventions, I need artwork to sell, you know, besides commissions. You could always do commissions at conventions, but I needed artwork. So I, 11 by 17 was like the print size. Everybody's doing 11 by 17 prints. So I started making them. I think my very first one was Captain America. It's actually this one here, this cap right here. This was like one of my first prints that I did. And then I just started adding on from there. So to date, I probably have over 200 something prints. So this is volume 1. This will be volume 1. You could check out the artwork that'll be in there. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to kind of start from like, the very first to the middle. And then if I ever do a volume 2, then it'll kind of catch up. But I will have some Shadow Sentry art in there. Here is the X-Men panorama I was talking about earlier. But this is probably one of my best sellers. Got the blue and the gold team with a little few extras kind of strewn in there. It's not exactly blue and gold, but close enough. And then some of the oldies but goodies. So that's just some of the artwork that'll be in there. So this is going to be 100 pages. I bumped up the size, so it's 7.5 by 11.5. If you guys have seen the, let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Beep, 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 beep. If you guys have seen this, so this is the artist edition Shadow Sentry. So this is a little bit bigger. So here's a regular comic book. Don't fall out. Regular comic book, a little bit bigger. So you just get to see a little bit more of the detail and all that good stuff. So 7.5 by 11.5, a little bit bigger, nice satin pages, and just, it's really nice for the black and white. It really shows up cool. So this is the Shadow Sentry Artist Edition, but I got the idea from that because I really like that format. It's very nice. It's pretty. Hardcover, 100 pages. What else? And full color. It's going to be full color. So all the art books I've done in the past have been black and white. They have like sketches and stuff. And yeah, so black and white has been fine. But finally, I'm going to do a full color art book. Collecting roughly a decade's worth of art in it. So that is that. And then besides those two, I had an idea for doing a coloring book. There is the coloring book. I'll have some Shadow Sentry stuff in there. And then different art. So there will be stuff in the art book itself, but then I'll have some different art in the coloring book and the inking book. And so the inking book will be in blue line. And so I started printing out stuff for my kids to draw back when, let me see if I can find it. So my kids really dig this. So I would print out stuff for them, and I could do this with anything, any artwork I find on the web, but he likes mechs. So I'd go on and I'd find a mech, typically line art. And what I do is I make it into blue line in Photoshop, and then I print it out, and then he will ink it. So this is my son, Cole. He's inked all this stuff. He inked this one on the right. Is it on your right? I think it's on the right. He inked all this fun stuff. So this is like a Dale Keown, just crazy detailed piece. And it came out actually really good. So this is just something that they like doing. And I was like, you know what? Let me do, here's some of mine. So there's the Batman Beyond. And then that's the Samurai Darth Maul. So yeah, I printed out in blue line. You can see kind of the blue back here, and then they just ink over it. So hours of fun, keeps them busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an inking book for the kiddos or the adults, whoever wants to ink over some fun artwork. So that is that. I've never heard of this done before, so hopefully it's a new thing. So yay to new. All right, so scroll down. You can see some of the coloring book images. Pretty detailed, right? A little bit more detailed than normal coloring book. And here's some blue lines. So you got the Hulk Buster, you got the Hulk, and some Superman. That'll be in there. Blah, blah, blah. But a whole bunch of cool stuff. Who am I? That's me. Add-ons. So in the art book, I put on here, if you want to spice it up, you can add a remark. This will be on the inside front cover. $50. Get a custom drawn piece. And it could be any character. You know, Wolverine, whatever. It could be Shadow Sentry. It could be your favorite character. Spider-Man, Venom, whoever, and whatever. And then, so these will be add-ons. And for you, those of you who are not familiar with Indiegogo, add-ons are something you're going to add on after you add a book to your cart. So if you want the art book, add the art book, and then you'll see the add-ons after that. You could add a sketch. You could add on the Fan Art Friday art book, Volume 1, which I offered with the last campaign, which is a fun one. Some pics of that in there. So this is 7.5 by 9.5, 48 pages, black and white, perfect bound. Dun, dun, dun. All the good stuff. So that was for my, speaking of YouTube, this was for my Fan Art Friday YouTube show that I would do. And people could tell me what to draw, and I would draw it, and they would get the original artwork. Just pay shipping and handling, and boom. So that's from that. And then this is the very first art book that I did, black and white. But this is a lot of cool stuff. This is like sketches, doodles, like anything and everything. Not just comic book stuff either, like, you know, drawing from life, gesture drawings, all kinds of stuff from way back. So that was kind of a fun one. 48 pages as well, 8.5 by 11 on that one, black and white, and it's got well over 100 pieces of art in there. So, and last but not least, the stretch goals, 5K. Again, this is a fixed funding, fixed goal campaign. So if we don't hit 5K, then don't make anything. No one gets their books and everybody gets a refund. But hopefully we can do it. If we hit 550 or 5,500, I'm going to add a ribbon to the books so you can keep your place. And then if we do 600, I'm bad with the numbers, 6,500, I'll add the more pages to the coloring book and inking book. So they'll both be 48 pages in total. So there you go. So they're international shipping. I have a note here for anybody that's international because shipping rates are crazy, risk challenges, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. It's a very simple campaign, just kind of something I wanted to do. I like art books. I've got a bunch down here. I love collecting art books. Let's see, what do I got? Dun, dun, dun. I've got icons. I've got Overwatch. I've got an Overwatch art book. The Art of Arthur Adams. That's a fun one. I love art books. So I want to do a cool art book. Put it all together. Nice hardcover. Something you can put on your table and show your friends. So real quick, I'll just go through. Oh, and before I forget, contribute more and save off your cart. So this is kind of new, but Indiegogo is offering discounts. And so if you click on that, it doesn't tell you what the code is, but it's save5. Save5. I did it in all caps. I don't know if you need to, but just do it in all caps just in case. But you can save $5 off right off the top as long as you spend $25 or more. So it's only going to last, I think I set it for only a week. So buy now, save an additional $5, and I think it comes out to like $50 if you just get the art book plus shipping. Shipping's 10, so you save 5 off your shipping, so you $50. 100-page art book with shipping, not too bad. But again, that only lasts a week, so get that while you can. And so 5 backers in, we got 348, so we're at 6%. So basically, for this to hit funding, we're going to need roughly 100 backers. So we got to get to, and I'm going to extend it. So it'll be 60 days total, but I just wanted to do the 30 first. We'll see where we're at, and then I'll extend it another 30 days. So 60 days total, 100 backers. That's what we're looking for. If we could do that, we could hit our goal. and we will be good. So let me go through the perks with you guys. All 3 books, the art book and the coloring and the inking book, $65. So you do save money getting all 3 of them. Save $10, which is cool. So the retail prices on these. So on this campaign, here's some things to note. This book, The Art of Eric Nowotowski, will have a book plate in it, and you're only going to get that book plate if you back it on this campaign. And a book plate is kind of like a little picture on the inside cover. Usually it'll say like Ex Libris, and it's like, this book belongs to, and you could write your name. So I'm going to do a custom drawing for that. And then, so that'll be custom to this one. Also, the books are $45 if you scroll down here. If you do the art book, it is $45. But retail, they're going to be $50. So after this campaign, immediately $50. So you're already saving $5 on that. And then if you get all 3 books, it's not $75, it is $65. So tons of savings for you if you get it on here. I did PDFs for the coloring and inking book because these can be printed at home, and they'll be printed, in blue line, and you could ink them at home, print them off for your kids over and over and over and over again. So the PDF is a good deal. And if you want both, instead of 20, it's 15. So more savings. Boom, boom, boom. And then also, instead of $20, these will be 15 on the campaign. So you're saving a lot of money. If you get both, it's 25. And again, 45 for this. And then I'm also doing a few 5 11x17 commissions, full body, 300. So I like to do custom stuff, offer the custom commissions. So there you go. Scroll through that again. Look at the beautiful pictures. Beautiful pictures. So anywho, that is pretty much it. And then, go back down to the add-ons. There's some stuff you could add on in the back that you don't see here. But that, my friends, is it. That is it. 3 viewers. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know you're there. Let's see who's watching. I'll say hi to you. It has been a while since I've live streamed. So as you guys know, or maybe you don't, but my I was working on my channel, spent a lot of time building it up. I got to, I hit that threshold where I could get monetized. I got monetized only to have them say, "Oh, your channel reuses content." And if you guys are familiar with my channel, I don't reuse any content. All I do is I make my own. I sit over there on my drawing table and I make my content. I'm usually drawing or doing something or live streaming. And they told me I reuse my content. And I fought it the best I could, wrote in, that didn't work, talked to somebody, that didn't work. And so it is what it is. And so I'm not monetized. And it's like, all right, well, all that time I spent building up my channel is now gone. Seems pointless. Darmex, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, so that kind of threw me for a loop and just kind of made me want to, like, you know what? Why am I going to spend all this time and work on this channel if it's only going to be, just kind of like, the point is to get monetized and to build it up and to, make something out of it. But if that's not the case, then it's like, man. Anyway, it was a shot. It was a blow that I was like, you know what? Kind of made me rethink, what am I going to do with this channel? So I will still stream and I'll still do stuff. I'm just going to switch gears. So I think, I mentioned the blog earlier, and, so my plan is to kind of use the blog and use YouTube kind of simultaneously, do the blog and do videos, like in the blog and whatever. But, it's just kind of made me switch gears a bit. So anyhow, so do check out the website. I will be posting, my hope is to do weekly blog stuff. So you can check that out. That'll all be here. How to be a professional, don't neglect this great teacher, trainer, and tool, the toilet. Yes, my friends, the toilet. If you are a parent, don't neglect that tool. It's integral in raising your children to be responsible, respectful people. I know it sounds crazy, but read it if you want to know what it's all about. Slow burn, but it'll get better over time. Yeah. Yep. just gotta keep plugging away. Keep plugging away. So anyway, that is it. So the blog, the new art book, check it out. Bum, bum, bum. I'll be posting new pages and stuff for SENTRY Book 3 on X, so follow me over there. I don't think I didn't put the link in my description, but just go on Twitter, Eric Minoltowski Art, or it might just be Eric Minoltowski. Hold on, let's see. What is it? Dun, 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 dun. Eric Minoltowski. Home. Boom. There it is. At Eric Minoltowski. And whenever I post new stuff, you will see it. I showed this earlier. Let me show it again. This is a current work in progress. This is page 3 of SENTRY Book 3. Boom, 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 boom. Those pretty lines. So fun stuff. I will finish this up today. I'm going to be working on this. So yeah. So that has been what's been going on over here. So I think that's it as far as announcements and catching you guys up to speed. But I hope you're all doing well. We're in February, almost March. March is just around the corner. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My son just celebrated his 11th birthday. And so my kids were born January, February, March, and April. So we literally have a birthday to celebrate every month in the beginning of the year. Pretty fun stuff. Me and my wife, our birthdays are at the end of the year, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, my kids are all changing their ages, and it's easy to remember because they're all like 2 years apart. So it's like 15, 13, 11. They're in, like, that makes it easy to remember. If it was all weird, my brain wouldn't be able to comprehend it all. So anywho, yeah, that's been it. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to Rob Liefeld, Robservations. That's been fun. Just kind of, I've been getting like, it, if you're a comic fan, you just kind of like, you get like these phases where you're just like super excited about stuff, that's like coming out. And so I've been hearing about these books. And I'm like, oh man, this could be really good. I just picked up Bug Wars. Is it Aaron? Who is it? Jason Aaron? I think that's it. Jason Aaron? I'm blanking. But anyway, I picked that up. I want to read that. What else? And now that G.I. Joe and Transformers are under Skybound, I'm kind of interested in that. Rob Liefeld had Robert Kirkman on. He was talking about that, and that kind of sounds interesting. And the fact that they're going to merge Transformers and G.I. Joe potentially in the movies. And if you saw the latest of the Transformers installations, was it was kind of like Beast Wars or something to that effect. But at the end, spoiler alert, they introduce G.I. Joe in there. So kind of interesting if they go that route. I think that'd be the only way you could re-energize the G.I. Joe movie line, because they were not doing too hot. But if you put those two together, that might be pretty fun. So anyway, and yeah, I've just been like, going back, reading some good old X-Men and stuff. I picked this up from the library. This is an epic collection, Dissolution and Rebirth. And yeah, so a lot of Silvestri work, some Jim Lee as well. And I recently just ordered the John Byrne stuff from Uncanny X-Men. So that's coming in the mail pretty soon. But I've never really read through the Claremont Byrne run. And so I'm excited to check it out. So a lot of the guys that I follow today, Jim Lee, Silvestri, Liefeld, all those guys were inspired, by John Byrne and those guys. So I've never really read that run. And, a lot of the movies we've seen with Days of Future Past and the Phoenix saga and all that stuff comes from those comics. So I'm like, you know what? I need to read those. I need to check it out. I love the movies, well, they were okay, but I'm very excited to see the actual books and where they got the source material from. So, yep. Got to go back to the old stuff. Yes, for sure. So anyway, when I need motivation, I always go back to the old stuff. But I'm just getting excited. I'm getting excited about comics, and Yeah, so need to scratch that itch a bit. So anywho, thank you guys for hanging out. Please check out the links in the description. Go to ericnotowskiart.com. You can check out the blog. You can check out the new book. The art book link is in there. Check out pics and all that stuff. But I'd appreciate you considering backing. Again, it'll be going for about 60 days. We need about 100 backers to make it happen. So if you like art, if you want to check out some of my art, 100 pages worth, check it out. So, all right, guys, it has been fun. It's good being back on the YouTubes. Yeah, if you could share about the campaign, that'd be awesome. Appreciate that. And then, like I said, the Shadow SENTRY Book 3, that one is, it's just like a pre-campaign sign-up page. So if you go on there, put your email in, it'll notify you when I go live. But that will won't turn down an R. Or R. Or so yeah, all that good stuff. So check it out. Links in the description. But Shadow SENTRY Book 3, working on it, and you'll see the cover on if you go to the sign up page. Actually, let's check it out because it's fun stuff. This is, well, actually it's right here too. It's a little peek at it. Not the full thing, but if you go to the sign up page, you'll see it. Art, there you go. So this is Alan Goldman, his beautiful cover that he did for me for Shadow SENTRY Book 3. It's going to be connecting covers, and then colored by none other than Carbon Graphics. He always does my cover colors, and he always does an amazing job. So that's him on that, with me in there a little bit, fixing things and tidying things up. But that is it. So I'm excited, and so that campaign will be coming. It will be coming soon. All right, y'all. It has been fun. Happy Wednesday to you. Until next time, peace out. Thank you, Darmex, for checking it out. And like and subscribe if you don't already. And yeah, if you like artwork, I'll be doing some art stuff. And check out in YouTube, you'll see I've got tons of art videos and stuff. I try to do, so, as an artist, I try and do stuff for, new and upcoming artists. How to do better inking, how to get better at this, good storytelling, blah, blah, blah. I try to do a lot of that stuff. So if you're an artist, aspiring artist, check out the YouTube page. Lots of videos for you to check out there. So anywho, it has been fun. Till next time, peace. Adios.